Hello, this is Ray Main here again with today's Bible reading. Today we're going to be reading in the book of Revelations, chapter 12. Now, I've said practically every chapter that this is a book of illustrations. It's a book of symbols, and this one is no different. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. Let me explain. A lot of places in the Bible, whenever it talks about a woman, it's talking about a church. So we can take this to hint at, anyway, that this woman is the early church. She's clothed with the sun. She's clothed with the New Testament. The moon under her feet, that's the Old Testament. Upon her head a crown of 12 stars, that's the 12 apostles. Okay? Just consider. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. This great red dragon is a religious power. Just consider, a religious power. Okay? And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. Now, who's that talking about? That has to be talking about Jesus Christ. It has to be. And she brought, this early church, brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. That hadn't happened yet, has it? That still is to come about. Her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. There's no one that fits but Jesus Christ. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. Folks, that is that early church. The latter rain church, or the early rain church, ever how you want to say it, the latter rain church is coming into its own. A lot of people say that we've been there a long time. Well, we're coming into our own. This is soon to be given up. Now, a lot of people argue about that part of it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that we're coming into our own. Let it go at that. These next few scriptures everybody argues about. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Who's that? What was the blood of the Lamb? Where'd that come from? There again, Jesus Christ. Remember, the book of Revelation is the vision of Jesus Christ given to John. It's the vision of Jesus Christ given unto John. That's the whole book. Remember that. And by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens. That's plural. Most people only consider one heaven. Heavens. Think about that. And ye that dwell in them, not in it, in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman, or persecuted that church, that was the religious power, that dragon, Whenever he was cast out of office, if you will, he lost his power of God. The only power he had was that religious order back there. The only power that it had was by man, by the kings of that time. Okay, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. He persecuted that early church. Think about all of the Christians that were fed to the lions in Rome. In Rome, doesn't that have some significance? Okay. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time and times and a half a time from the face of the serpent. This is the same thing that it said before. Okay? A time and times and half a time is the same as, where is it? 1,260 days. It's the same thing. Okay? And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman. Water, in a lot of times, is used as a symbol for people. Okay? That's people that didn't want to serve God. They persecuted the church, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Who do you suppose that is? That's the people of God. That's the people that have made up their mind that they're going to keep the commandments of God, and they have that testimony of Jesus Christ in their lives. That dragon is still working today, folks. It's still working against the church. So be aware. Be aware. Consider these things. Just consider them, and the Lord give you understanding. That's what Paul told Timothy. I repeat, this is a spiritual book for a spiritual people. It can only be understood spiritually. God bless you. Have a blessed day.